Every minute, Canada earns nearly $50,000 in fees, permits, and applications linked to immigration. It's no longer just a policy, it's a business. Behind the smiling billboards and diversity slogans lies a quiet empire. Consultants, colleges, developers, and politicians, all cashing in on human movement. This is not about people, it's about profit. Welcome to Canada's silent takeover. How immigration became a billion-dollar industry. Chapter 1. The machine begins. Beneath the polite rhythm of bureaucracy, a new kind of economy was born. One built not on factories or farms, but on paperwork, permits, and promises. By 2025, Canada's immigration pipeline has become one of the most sophisticated financial systems in the Western world. More than 395,000 permanent residents are targeted yearly, alongside over 670,000 temporary arrivals, workers, students, visitors. Each one pays fees, hires consultants, rents homes, and buys services. Every step generates revenue for someone. The story begins with consultants, once small office helpers filling out forms, now part of a billion-dollar sector. Globally, immigration consulting has surpassed $18 billion USD, and Canada sits near the top of that growth. Application fees alone, study permits, work permits, visa extensions, funnel hundreds of millions into federal accounts each year. Add private colleges, recruiters, and testing centers, and you get an ecosystem where every form has a price tag. In downtown Toronto, streets are lined with immigration offices. Consultants charge between $2,000 and $10,000 per family case. Student agencies earn about $1,500 per enrollee. Multiplied by hundreds of thousands, immigration isn't just policy, it's product. Processing delays, now reaching 196 days for work permit renewals, push applicants toward paid intermediaries promising faster results. The longer the queue, the richer the gatekeepers. What began as bureaucracy evolved into business. Every new immigrant adds labor and GDP through fees, taxes, and tuition. This is Canada's new economy, built not on production but on population flow. Growth has shifted from building communities to harvesting arrivals. Every newcomer became a revenue stream. Chapter 2. The Fee Factory. When you think of an industry, you imagine products, supply chains, investors, and profits. But Canada's immigration industry fits all of those, just hidden behind polite government branding. Each application, from a student visa to permanent residency, carries a non-refundable fee. The revenue from those fees alone now reaches hundreds of millions annually. Processing delays make it worse. The longer people wait, the more renewals they must pay for. Every delay becomes a transaction. Every update, another bill. A permanent residency application costs $1,365 per adult. Work permit, $255. Study permit, $150. Visitor visa, $100. And that's before biometrics, medical exams, or consultant fees. Families spend over $10,000 before even landing at Pearson Airport. Ottawa calls it cost recovery. But in 2025, cost recovery is just code for steady revenue. Nearly 1 million new applications each year make immigration one of the government's most reliable income streams. Private players multiply the profits. Consultants charge for advice. Private colleges charge for letters of admission. Banks profit from mandatory student accounts. Landlords benefit from constant turnover. This isn't immigration, it's an industry supply chain. Each link takes its cut, from recruiters abroad to policymakers in Canada. Immigration now fuels multiple portfolios. Revenue for Ottawa, tuition for provinces, cheap labor for employers. To the public, immigration looks like compassion. To those inside, it's commerce disguised as compassion. Chapter 3. The College Cartel. If the immigration industry is a machine, private colleges are its most profitable gears. Over 670,000 international students now live in Canada, more than the population of some provinces. They pay 4 to 5 times more tuition than Canadians. For many institutions, this money is the difference between survival and bankruptcy. Private colleges have turned education into an export product. Some operate in office buildings or strip malls, offering programs no one has heard of: business fundamentals, global communication studies. They don't sell education, they sell entry tickets. Each student spends between $25,000 and $40,000 a year. Multiply that by hundreds of thousands, and you get a $20 billion cash engine. Even public universities have joined the gold rush. As federal funding drops, international tuition fills the gap. Education, once a public good, is now a private commodity. Many students arrive expecting opportunity but find overcrowded basements, exploitative employers, and courses that don't lead anywhere. Their diploma isn't a dream, it's a visa trigger. And yet the system endures because every level profits, from the recruiter in Punjab to the dean in Ontario. It's not education anymore. It's a business model. Chapter 4. The Housing Hustle. While colleges cashed in, developers quietly joined the game. More newcomers mean more renters. More renters mean higher prices. And higher prices mean fatter profits. By 2025, rental inflation hit double digits in major cities. In Brampton, Scarborough and Surrey, a single basement room rents for $800 to $1,000. Landlords rarely lower prices because there's always someone new arriving desperate for housing. Developers justify endless condo projects as meeting immigration demand. Politicians celebrate the GDP boost. The result? An economy built on population churn, not productivity. Housing has become the ultimate side effect of immigration commercialization. The more people arrive, the higher prices go, and the more taxes governments collect. It's a feedback loop few want to break. Canada's growth looks healthy on paper, but for citizens, prosperity slips away. This is growth without wealth. Chapter 5. The temporary worker loop. Behind the numbers lies another layer. Temporary workers. The temporary foreign worker and international mobility programs bring hundreds of thousands of laborers each year. They fill vital roles in food processing, trucking, cleaning and caregiving, yet live on the edge of legality. They can't easily unionize, they can't vote, and their permits often bind them to one employer. Lose that job, lose your status. This dependency creates cheap, controllable labor. A dream for employers, a trap for workers. By 2024, immigrants made up 29% of Canada's workforce. Consultants profit from renewal fees and recruiters profit from false hope. A worker's visa renewal is just another business transaction. This isn't exploitation by accident, it's design. A rotating door economy, where hope is the product and dependency is the plan. Chapter 6. The Consultant Empire. Immigration consultants have become the new power brokers. Once small clerks helping with forms, they now manage global offices, operate digital campaigns, and shape policy through lobbying. By 2032, the global migration industry is projected to hit $34 billion, with Canada among its biggest markets. For many consultants, confusion is the product. The more complex the system becomes, the more clients they get. Each new policy change means new webinars, new services, new urgent updates. The line between assistance and manipulation blurs, and while some act ethically, others exploit ignorance, charging desperate applicants thousands for promises they can't keep. In a system where information is power, confusion pays best. Chapter 7. The Political Profits. Behind all this, one truth remains. Politicians need immigration to survive. Each new arrival boosts GDP, housing demand and tax revenue. Developers, colleges and consultants, all key political donors, benefit directly. Campaigns rely on the illusion of growth. Reducing immigration would mean shrinking the very machine that funds both parties. So every leader promises compassion, but means cash flow. The opposition doesn't challenge the system, because it profits from it too. The result is bipartisan silence. The same corporations that sponsor universities and housing projects also fund election campaigns. Immigration has become Canada's quietest political business model. Chapter 8. The Price of Growth. Immigration began with ideals, fairness, opportunity, and diversity. But somewhere along the line, those ideals were traded for margins. Every visa issued, every tuition paid, every rent collected, they all feed the same ledger. The human story turned into a financial statement. The question is no longer who gets to come, it's who gets paid when they do. The victims aren't just newcomers, they're the citizens priced out of homes, the graduates jobless under foreign hiring policies, and the workers replaced by temporary contracts. Canada's economy now depends more on people arriving than on things produced. That's not sustainable, it's addiction. And every addiction ends in collapse. If you believe Canada deserves leadership that values people over profit, hit like. Share this video before it disappears in the algorithm. And subscribe to True North Canada first. Because truth only spreads when we do.